we've done our due diligence in covering every single thing. All right, we covered the Joshua Williamson portion, we covered Absolute Power, and we even covered the first half of Condon's run. So I figured it's time for us to cover the finale of Condon's arc, and just talk about the untimely demise of this run, and what's next for Ollie. Quentin, what did you think about the finale of Condon's arc?
I think it finished really strong. I
Mm-hmm.
think, I'm a sucker for a deep cut character,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Scarlet Archer was a good string to tug on to bring them back into the fold of villains and the rogues and stuff like that. This particular run didn't really catch my attention, but
Mm-hmm.
as it went on, it got stronger. And I like the idea of what the Scarlet Archer represents to Ali, and you know it finished strong. I think we'll see some of whatever remains from that bleed over to the Detective Comics, since
Mm.
since him and Black Canary will be over there primarily for the next year or so.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that
Yeah.
actually, and I have a theory which I'll bring up later. But nah, I 100% agree. I thought, though, I just finished rereading it not too long ago, and I thought the finale was very strong. Like even the way it opened up with how it tackled Roy's addiction issues, just how detrimental that was to the family. Even seeing the family come together and the way that they did, it was it was nothing. It was not like Williamson's run, but I felt like it was more. How do I say this? It was more intimate than what Williamson did, right? Because
Yeah,
now you just, hmm?
it was Ollie's story. It was Ollie's
Yes,
story. Yeah, that was a Green Arrow family story.
yeah,
Williamson run. This is much more in the vein of, I'm not comparing it to these, but like Longbow Hunters. He's very isolated. It's
mm,
dark. It's gritty. I think he landed the plane, right? I think he
yeah,
landed the plane. He gave us a new rogue that I think fits right on there with Komodo and you know Merlin and Brick and all the other rogues. I think he fits right alongside there, and I think he could be somebody that could be a recurring rogue because
yes,
it's a personal connection there. It's one thing Ali really doesn't have too much of a personal grudge against somebody, right? Like,
hmm,
that's the one thing I will say about the Arrow show that they always did good, where they made like Deathstroke, like that's not a Green Arrow villain traditionally. They made that connection kind of strong. So when like that
hmm,
shit went left, we felt it as a what I'm saying, as an audience.
yeah. No, I was gonna say yeah, and I think that ties in perfectly to like what happened here in this final arc because it's like he targeted Roy, and like we all know like how serious the issue with Roy was. So it's like him injecting Roy with the drugs or like a variation of like heroin. Like I think that tugged on a lot of people's hearts because it's like we know Roy's struggle. We know how hard he worked to overcome that, and for this villain to come through, and that's the first thing he did. It took all of us back to that point. So it made it super personal for Ollie. It made it super personal for Roy, and I said it last time when we were together. I think the way it was handled was so genuine because of what happened to Roy. He he was able to get that one-on-one time with his daughter, like really like take her through his journey and why him being injected, with the heroin again was like such a big deal. And I go hold you, it was kind of sad, but it was also very wholesome. And this is my first real time seeing Roy as a dad. And I think that helped elevate the story, like in so many different ways, even right down to when he took that final shot against the Crimson Archer. And then we made it seem like it made it seem like he might have died. But even if he did die, because of what he did to him, because of like how he took him back to the dark place, I don't think Ollie or the readers would have minded if he like actually died.
Basically, we don't really hold the Arrow family to the no kill rule, do we? I mean, maybe
uh
maybe Leanne, maybe if anybody, maybe Mia, but like not really Ali and Roy. I think obvious Roy's time with Jason, right?
mm,
And Ali, he smoked many a piece, many a person. So
that's right. That's
I
true.
don't fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
okay.
But I don't think we can afford to kill off the Archer because of one, he's a historical Silver Age villain, and
Hmm.
we don't have another Archer, right? Because like we have Merlin, because the Black Archer was an Arrow's show thing, not a book thing.
Hmm.
So we don't really have another Dark Archer, so to say, unless we do. Somebody fact check me, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a Dark Archer like legit in the comics.
yeah, no, and well, Merlin's off the table because of everything that happened. So yeah, we really don't.
So I think he should be a recurring villain. I think if we're smart, if they're smart as an editorial staff, they keep him in rotation and keep
Mhm.
pulling on that thread and see how far you can throw Scarlet Archer down that path. See what you can get out. He could really become like the Joker to him, or I guess his version of it, his version of Bullseye, so to say.
Oh, I
Start
like that.
start making him more of a personal villain. Because I mean, who like Ali doesn't have any personal villains like that, really. Like
He doesn't have a good rogues list.
he needs like some of his villain needs to be revamped, right? When
Hmm.
one we got to figure out what city he's gonna stay in. He's gonna stay in Star City. He's gonna stay in Seattle. Pick one,
Mm.
right? Pick one. Start building up that city. I think you start off with Merlin, Scarlet Archer. You start with the Archers, right?
Hmm.
That's already. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you really want to go down the thread of the show and somewhat tie that nigga to the League of Assassins or some shit. Maybe not the League of Assassins. Maybe the other league, right?
Oh, yeah. Just leave it.
The League of Shadows.
Yeah.
So if you wanna kind of give them that path, you can kind of make somebody kind of like tie somebody like Merlin to that or whatever. Brick needs to be built up to be like Tombstone or like Kingpin for his city. That'd be his
Hmm.
street level guy, or make him like Penguin or some shit.
Now,
Komodo,
I was gonna say real quick, cause like I feel like that was another one where they kind of dropped the ball on Brick. Like
yeah.
he was just there. I feel like if they used him, if they did what they needed to do, like Brick could easily be like a recurring villain. But I think that's the problem because it's like there's so much potential for Ollie to have a good rogues list, but it's just like they don't use him correctly. I think the Crimson Archer is like the only one in years that's been used correctly.
But it go back to that, like creators don't really have the space to like. You think back to like back in the day, right? Like Chris
Hmm.
Claremont, right? Not this sidetrack or anything, but I'll bring it. I'm just gonna make a point.
Hmm.
Like he told his story for X amount of comics, right? And he set seeds. He plotted seeds in like issue one. It didn't pay dividends to like the 70th issue or the 90th issue.
Oh.
Like a lot of people don't get that real estate to grow the investment. That goes back to what we talked about JP last week about the problem with the whole mini series and earn your way through is that
Hmm.
you can't invest as a writer. I can't invest real estate and story time on building up the South Side borough of Gotham if I only got 5 months or 5 months to tell a story. So
Hmm.
in the case of Green Arrow, let's say Joshua, let's say Williamson's run.
Hmm.
I can't really build up Star City, right, in 6 issues to make sure that everybody comes in and chimes in. I can't
Hmm.
spend time building up the gangs inside Star City, right? I got to get him popping. Everybody wants to see the family. Fuck it. Let me do some kind of cosmic, globe trotting, cosmic version of the hard traveling heroes type story and
Hmm.
bring the family together, reunited with Leanne and have all these moments. And that's all the thing he had time to do. But by the time it got greenlit to be an ongoing series, Absolute Power came up.
Mm.
So he really didn't have time to tell another story. He had to land that and then transition into the Amanda Waller bit of it.
Hmm.
So it goes back to the fatal flaw in all of this whole scenario. Like we can never build up some of these characters the way they should be. That's what I'm talking about. Like Green Arrow is low key in the same boat as all the black characters. When you think about it, like
Oh.
if you want to be real, I mean,
Oh. Okay.
because
Go. Go.
because
Go.
because the same way they don't get real estate to like invest in their character, like the Black Lightning book, it was more about cameos than it was about building up Black Lightning's life and
Hmm.
story and surroundings and his co-stars and his, saying his supporting cast. And Ollie's the same way. Like Chris Condon, I think, thought he had enough time. That's why he set the he had a story the way he had it. I think he thought he had enough time, and then of course sales didn't go the way they thought they were, so they cut him short. And I think that's the problem. I think some books, regardless of struggle or sales, need to kind of stay their course, right?
Mm.
Like,
This is what I appreciate about the Condon run. I feel like Condon always knew he had a short leash in a way, because even when he was talking about the book, he was just like, if I can do this, if it continues, because he knew he had such a short leash. I think he did what he could, and he did it in a way that a lot of writers don't do it. So like, a writer knows whatever they're on a short leash, and you can kind of just tell in the story that like the pacing is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could kind of feel it in the back. But like with Condon, I feel like even with the first 6 issues, I think he was just testing it out, and we liked the first 6 issues. Right? We liked that one, and then it came to the next 6. It was a matter of, okay, all right, I'm gonna do what I do until I can't do it no more. And even when he found out he don't got it no more, he still landed the plane. I dare say pretty well compared to other people. Even right down to the finale issue, where it was just a flashback story about like how Ollie knew Officer Benitez from way back in the day, because like I guess she was dealing with like some family stuff, and like he was the reason why she became like a police officer, and the way that is circled back, I was like, oh, this is kind of good. Not even kind of good, like this is good.
yeah, I think if Condon would have had more time, you would have saw a lot of drawbacks to like the old Green Arrow, like his old stories. Cause you could tell he did his research, he did his homework.
Mm-hmm.
Like his claims of making this like longbow hunters and old and golden age, they got like it was there. Um, I think I'm gonna enjoy it more in trade,
Mm,
right? To be honest, it's so much that was going on when that book launched, right? Like
yeah.
Absolute was going on, Justice League Unlimited was going on. Like at the peak of those books, right? Like everything's brand new. He was one of those books, and it's like, damn. So I know, for me at least, I just didn't have the bandwidth to kind of
Mhm.
like I had read all these books and then my own shit and then like his, and it's like you get exhausted at some point. So some books fall through the cracks. And I think for me to start off the very beginning of the arc, I think this is one of those books I put on the back burner. I kind of
Mhm.
regret it in the long term now because of how it ended. But I think that's just kind of like the nature of things sometimes.
I think this also fell through the cracks because Condon was such a fresh face.
Hmm.
Because it's like, you know, Condon don't got the real estate. He don't got the juice that a Williamson has. He don't got the juice that a Snyder got, right? And I think that's kind of one of my gripes with like how this whole thing was handled, because it's like, and yes, I will put some blame on Williamson as well. This is what, the third or fourth book now that Williamson done started. Once he left, the book was kind of damned, right? Because what we had Batman Robin, we had Green Arrow, we had, what is it, Deathstroke Inc. All of these books were propelling once he was there. And then he just decides abruptly, hey, it's time for me to go. And now you have a B or C list writer that comes on the book. And to their credit, they may be telling some good shit. Like Green Arrow, like Condon's Green Arrow, I like it better than Williamson's. But the problem is
You
that,
know how we
hmm,
fix some of this shit?
what's up?
If I'm a publisher, right, and I got a great writer like Chris Condon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's building his portfolio up now. He's building his profile up. What
Mm-hmm.
I would do is you help push that guy,
Yes, that's exactly what I was
right?
gonna say.
Like bigger names like Bendis, Scott, people that sell themselves, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But you helped the guys like Joseph. Joseph should not have had to do his own video for Milestone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that goes without saying. Condon. Who else is a Vita Ayala? Some
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Williams. Like, some of these characters, some of these writers that get some flack online, whatever it may be, you should be trying to shield them more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Insulate insulate these projects more. Like they put a trailer out for Deathstroke, Mad TV, the Mad TV book, what
Mm-hmm.
Chip Zdarsky's doing. They put out a fucking trailer for a Mad TV fucking magazine, bro. And I ain't saying Mad TV doesn't have his fans because it stayed on air for like 30 years. They gave something as fringe and as niche as Mad TV. And I think in 2026, I'm pretty confident Milestone has more fans than Mad TV.
Man, listen, I'll go as far as to say Green Arrow probably got more fans than Mads.
Static Shock got
Shit.
more fans. Static. Hopefully everybody cuss me out. Static.
Hmm. They could have. I mean, to be fair, they could have even done something like that for this Green Arrow,
Hmm.
right? Because and also to take it back to what you said earlier about like some of the bigger writers, they kind of just need to kind of co-sign the next who's next up on their book, right? Because what Williamson was on Comic Pop or these other platforms. I think that would have been a great time to have Chris Condon there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this the guy that gonna take over Green Arrow for me. Hey guys, maybe you might have left because of absolute power, but y'all, this dude's gonna give you back classic Ollie.
You
The
feel
the,
me?
the, the Ollie you guys haven't seen in so long, right? He's gonna give you that Longbow Hunters feel. He's gonna give you that Mike Grell feel. Yo, make sure you hop on this run. Make sure you pre-order this run versus Williamson on Comic Pop. He patting himself on the back,
He
like
let him out to dry.
he
Say it
he
like
let
that.
him out to dry.
He did
Yeah.
not. He did not pass the baton and
Nope.
transition that. Like you saw how Chip did his when he passed it to Matt. How he gassed it up. He made a whole mystery online for like 3-4 months. Like I'm leaving, but like
Mm.
you know what I'm saying. Like and Matt hadn't wrote a book in a while. Don't forget. Before Matt took the Batman job, Matt had been out like vacationing. I don't know what the fuck Matt was doing, but he wasn't writing. No, he was doing the Monarch show, the
Hmm.
Godzilla shit on Apple TV. Chip helped transition that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I go back to like Stephanie, who's writing Daredevil right now? Stephanie, not Stephanie Williams, right?
Stephanie Phillips.
Stephanie
No,
Phillips.
Stephanie Williams. Sorry. No, sorry, Phillips. Phil. I keep getting Williams and
Williams is
Phillips
black,
confused.
Phillips is white.
Yeah,
Boom,
that's right. Hmm.
Phillips. Okay. Go by the last names. I guess that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, funny. Uh, uh, but nah, Stephanie Phillips sold the most number ones of any Daredevil writer. Now,
Hmm.
granted, you can talk about the numbers and how they made that happen, but that's the kind of shit you need to do for these books like Black Lightning, Green Arrow,
Hmm.
especially if you're investing in them. Hey, I am going to pour into Black Lightning and Blue Beetle the same way Marvel pours into Blade and fucking Spider-Man,
Hmm.
right? Not saying they pour into Blade, excuse me, because they really don't, but still not the point. Point is we're going to invest in these characters the same way we invest into Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, right?
Hmm.
Harley Quinn, Nightwing, right? Like we're gonna give them animated series, TV, DC shorts, right? Like we're gonna make them be seen. You get creative with some of these books, these fringe books, right?
Yeah.
Like Lobo and Deathstroke don't really got to you don't got to do too much. Like those kind of titles and what those characters are about sell themselves to a certain crowd,
Yeah.
right? Like you got edge lords and goths who gonna show up for Lobo, and niggas who like guns they gonna
Hmm.
show up, right?
Yep.
Mm, niggas who like guns, assassin movies, John Wick, you know, classic, like just just shoot 'em up, bang bang type shit is gonna show up for Deathstroke, right?
Hmm.
A certain age demographic is gonna show up for both of those books as well, right? You don't gotta market that book too much. But if I put out a fucking Tanya Spears Power Girl book, maybe I go to the Breakfast Club like you said a few days ago.
Yeah.
Maybe I go on the View and talk about this black girl protagonist that I'm, what I'm saying? Like you put the book in front of people like we saw like we proved with the milestone shit. If you
Hmm.
put the information out there, people who don't even read the comic book shit, who sense how important it is, will show up.
I mean, bro, imagine if we got. And here's the thing: even with a Green Arrow, you don't have to do much. Like even a trailer, and just like plastering all over social media, and just like even putting the creative in front of people's faces, or
They
even doing
gotta
like
add in Entertainment Weekly.
yeah,
You
something,
know,
something.
like I remember when New 52 dropped, that was
Hmm.
all over Entertainment Weekly, newsstands, New York Times. It was there. Like it was. They made a big deal out of it. It's opportunities there. You just gotta take it.
Yeah, and like it's unfortunate because it's like because of that lack of promotion and because of the lack of a heads up. I mean, I don't know what the situation with Condon was, and why he decided to jump ship to Marvel. Maybe that was, maybe that was something that was always set in stone. But man, I can't. Part of me wonders. Is just like, yo, you put me on this book after this well-renowned creative. You don't even give me no type of promo. I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel was just like, "Hey, yo, what's up? You could come over here." Like
And
I
be
know
part of the brain trust. We about to do something new.
I'm about to do something crazy, and like I wouldn't be surprised if he looked at what happened over here, and then he looked at what Marvel was offering him, and he was like, you know what, man, let me go and jump ship, and like for fuck's sake, he's writing what is arguably one of the most important books in 2026 at Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and I dare say Green Arrow was a very important book coming into Dawn of DC. And to see them just like drop the ball when it comes to All In, I was like, damn, you could have given him a little something. Like, I'm not saying Ollie had to be the focal point of the DCU like he was before. Don't get it twisted. But you still could at least invest in the character because then now you gave us the Ollie in the DCU. You gave us that. Ollie was the hero in absolute power. Now you bring him back. Just so much you can do with Ollie by himself. And like Condon had, he had the pieces. He had the pieces. He just didn't have the juice. And when you don't have the juice, that's when you got to be creative, like you said. So part of me wonders, it's like I could see him coming back to Green Arrow after he done had some. Marvel done gave him some more juice. I could see him coming back because that's somebody right there who loves Green Arrow, right? I don't think Williamson loved Green Arrow the way Condon loved Green Arrow. That's just my opinion. And hold on, we got a comment here. He said Ollie is an interesting character. He deserves to be on the big screen. He 100%, 100%. And the fact that he was on the big screen, that should be more of a case for DC to put more juice behind him. Personally, because how many seasons was Arrow? Like 8 seasons, right?
8 seasons plus all the crossovers. Plus he came back for like a crossover to the Infinite Crisis.
Like,
He was
he,
inside. He was part of the whole Tomorrow animated series shit.
yeah, like this is a character that should always have a book.
Yep.
Always. He deserves that because of what he carried DC on his back for a good couple years. Because when the animated shit, not the animated, when the Snyderverse shit wasn't popping, hey, bro, people were still tuning into Arrow. He
That's
should
where you got your
always
fix
have a
from.
book. Hmm.
That was the best Batman for like 10 years.
Yo, hey, facts, fucking facts. The CW or the Arrowverse, I still believe is probably one of the most. It wasn't perfect, but it was one of the most consistent forms of superhero media we've gotten in a while next to the MCU because of that cachet alone. Whether you're a big name writer or a small tier writer, you got to do something to promote this character. 100%. I know we talked about it a little bit, but I kind of want to pick your brain. I know during the absolute power of it all, a lot of people jumped ship from this book. And especially they jumped ship when they realized it wasn't going to be family focused. Do we put some of the blame on why this book failed on fans as well?
I mean, we could. I think at the end of the day, it always comes down to the fans, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at the end of the day, we pay their livelihoods, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
especially for those who are not exclusives, right? I mean, technically it's on us, but I mean, at the end of the day, for example, I don't feel bad for like not. I didn't drop off because Williamson dropped off. I read 3 issues and I told y'all I didn't like the kind of story that was being set up at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now the story went left, you know what I'm saying? It went a different direction, which brought me back,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like as the kind of reader I am, even when I say I'm dropping a book, I'm still gonna find a way to read the book, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
just or eventually I'm gonna read it because it's one of the favorite characters that I one of my favorite characters. Um, so I mean, I think it's a little bit of everything. I think fans always do have a knee jerk reaction to not getting their way,
Mm-hmm.
right? One part, I mean, it is kind of a microwave society, so sometimes those first two issues have to pop, right? That's why you
Mm.
haven't seen my two issues come out immediately because it has to be perfect.
The good thing about this is that, unlike before, I feel like DC is doing their best to to slot Ollie in places, so Ollie is still around, right? Because he's writing, he's gonna be a detective, right? So, and which is cool because I remember before even Williamson was writing Green Arrow, one name that people threw on Ollie was Tom Taylor, and I think it's a perfect fit because Ollie's a liberal. He's very loud about his political beliefs. Tom Taylor is somebody that's very loud about his beliefs, and I feel like that's the perfect match right there.
Hmm.
Like, in a perfect world, I think this upcoming Arkham Detective, that's gonna be like Tom Taylor's pitch, and if he does it right, that could be your new Green Arrow creative team. What do you think?
I mean, we've been saying time to get that book,
Yeah.
right? So I think we've been saying that for like the longest time. I think that's the person we had. That's the person we thought we were gonna probably have the book going it all in,
Mm-hmm.
but he got detectives instead. But I mean, like, it's one of those books. I think Tom knows once he gets that book, that's a book he's gonna be on for a while.
Yeah.
So like Tom on Green Arrow feels like a really that's that feels like a long term book, right? Like I see you sit there for a while, you put your stamp on Green Arrow kind of book,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he did with Nightwing, technically at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
say what you want about that run. That run is it's kind of top three Nightwing run. I just keep it a bean with you. And it might be because of Bruno Renato, because he did like God's work, like God's work throughout that run. But some of the stories they told, I love Heartless personally as a Nightwing.
Heartless was really good.
I like Heartless, right? I
Mm-hmm.
like the stuff in Blockbuster. I can do without the sister, but I mean Melanie grew on me. I can't get mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact Alfred left him a bag of money. He's the
Yep.
richest person in the family. I'm not mad at that. Like the book was beautiful. Now, I not necessarily am the most through with him and Babs being back together, but I'm never gonna be mad about him and Babs being together, if that makes sense. Tom on Green Arrow seems like you put him on there for 100 runs and you just let him do stuff with Green Arrow and Black Canary and the
That's it.
family.
His.
But I also but I
Mhm.
also want to see like those. I want to see some of these particular heroes that have a lot of extended members that people have like that have big fan bases like Connor, like people ask for Leanne, people ask for Diggle. You know what I'm saying? We need a like Green Arrow, Batman, Wonder Woman. These people need anthology series to go alongside the main two titles, right?
Mhm.
Um, so you don't have to be pigeonholed to for if you don't like if I come on Batman and I don't want to tell a story that has anything to do with the Robins, right? You could spread them out across their own title, the anthology series, and sprinkle them in Teen Titans, wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be pigeonholed to feel like I have to do it because it's the main title. Because
Oh, I
right?
got you. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and and that's what Matt's doing right now in Batman. Like, not the sidetrack, but like he's not necessarily using Damien, but he's there. That's why he
Mhm.
maybe seemed like he's out of people saying he's like out of his personality a little bit. I don't really think so, but whatever. Like he's sprinkling them in and taking them out, right? He's
Mhm.
bringing in Duke, Cass, and Stephanie and Babs, right, to kick off the new arc or whatever. But I think you put Tom on Green Arrow and you let him do some stuff like that. You let him rebuild that. Like Josh put the pieces back in play. Chris Condon reset the table for this new status quo. Let him kind of build off what he did with the Scarlet Archer. Let
Mhm.
him rebuild Star City. Technically, Star City has been built up since before the bomb went off.
You know what? I think in a perfect world, if Tom Taylor was to come on, like I had my issues with Nightwing because I think some of the creative choices it didn't mesh with Nightwing, but I understand how it helped propel Nightwing. I think Taylor could do the same for Green Arrow. So the things that he did with Nightwing,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would fit better with the Green Arrow because like I can easily see like even if he does it the same way that he's doing Detective, right? Because Detective,
Mm-hmm.
it's more or less just Tom Taylor just telling different Batman stories that are not necessarily connected, right?
Yep.
But it's still good.
'Cause the
I think
Lions the
Green,
shit.
hmm,
The Lions the shit.
Light, yo,
I fuck with the Lions, bro.
bruh. I can easily see Tom Taylor doing something more interesting with a brick, doing something
Mm-hmm.
more interesting with a Merlin, doing something more interesting with if he can bring him back, the Crimson Archer or anybody else that we forgot about, right?
Bring Komodo back.
And
Bring the
and
Red Circle back.
the perfect part is too just like it's
The
not
Red
like
Circle,
Tom
right?
Taylor is it's not like Tom Taylor and Ollie are like this new pairing. It's like, dude, he wrote a shit ton of Ollie and Deceased. And Tom Taylor can really take it there. He can take it to places that Condon took it to, but do it in a more elevated state. And because it's Tom Taylor, he's gonna get that real estate.
What's
100%.
crazy is if you combine both their talents, you have the perfect Green Arrow team,
Oh,
writer wise. It's crazy because like Tom had the dialogue and the voice perfect
mm-hmm,
for at least Green Arrow and Dinah. I don't know about anybody else, but those two for shit sure. He got Ollie to a T. Ollie
mm-hmm,
next to Batman, he got that dialogue correct. He got Ollie and Diana to correct.
mm-hmm.
Condon has the tone, the tonality that I want to see in a
Yes.
Green Arrow book, especially being conditioned for 10 years watching Arrow.
Woo.
It was the perfect. That's the one thing I will say about his run. It
Mm-hmm.
gave you a perfect blend of traditional Green Arrow and the Green Arrow most people have been conditioned to kind of know.
Yes.
That's what it felt like, especially towards the end. Like it took me a while to kind of get where they were going with it, but once I got it and it clicked, and I was like, okay, yeah, I fuck with this story,
Yup.
right? Um, but that's why I think that what we need to do. Like I think I've said it before on the channel, but like New 52, as bad as it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one positive thing about it was they had genres that they were trying to make quotas for, right? We
Mm-hmm.
dropped a Western book. We had Jonah Hex. We wanted a cosmic book. They had all of the cosmic lines, and they had little things like Omega Man and other shit, right? Immortal Men. Um, they had Black Hawks, right? What's that?
Oh, that's a new 52 Green Arrow, baby.
Okay.
Outsiders War.
You know what I'm saying? Like they started
Mm-hmm.
building up Ollie's family in that. You know what I'm saying? Now, did
Yup.
I like him being becoming a legacy character? No, but we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen, right? Pretend
Mm-hmm.
like that's the one flaw I'll give Jeff. Like that part of the story was kind of like, and then he made his dad fuck Shadow, and I was like,
Yeah.
it gets kind of messy. But I mean, Shadow, we got a Nico. I'm not gonna be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
But like Komodo needs to come back. Like Komodo should be a recurring villain, right? Like that's a person, or at least that should be a recurring Amico villain, right?
Mm.
Like we never really have any follow up. He just lost, and he just
He went
we haven't
away.
seen him. We never seen him again. Like people want to move past New 52 so bad. I'm like, it was some gold here, bro. It was some fucking gold here. It was just we were just spoiled bitches, little spoiled
Yeah.
bitches. They was one shit y'all away.
Yeah.
Tom should, I think that's a great fit. And I think what you should do is make it an oversized book, right? I'll pay the $8 or $7 for the book if it's like maybe like 36 pages a month,
Mm-hmm.
24 dedicated to the mainline Ollie story, and give me like a backup. Give me a
Yeah.
family backup. Give me like a 4-page backup story. Go back
Mm.
to I missed the day of the backup story, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we talked about that shit last week.
I
I
like
know.
I missed the day of the back. That's why I look at people and they be like, "Oh, we haven't got these characters in the main." I mean, like, y'all are so spoiled, bro. Like there was times Batwoman was in the back, just a six, like it was her story in Detective, and then Renee was getting a 4-page story in the back, bro. Like that was your lesbo fix right there.
And
He got a
sometimes the backups be better,
they were, bro. They were,
bro.
were. and it's like they want to
Yo,
tell all these other silly ass side stories. Like, nah, put another hero. Like, double the shit up some.
like,
You want to feed the streets? Double the shit up some.
bro, imagine every month you get a nice Green Arrow, a nice mainline Green Arrow story. Then have have somebody coming on the side. I don't know. They could be a B or C list, and they tell a nice little Diggle story. Give us that for a good couple months, because the streets need Diggle. We
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 need
we, we
a
got a
year
little
one
taste of
Diggle
Diggle.
story.
Oh, bro,
A year one Diggle
bro,
story by Rodney Barnes or fucking Brandon Thomas. Give me that.
yo, yo, bro, I'll eat
Hell,
that shit up.
honestly, you could put John Ridley on the Diggle story year one, and I
You
wouldn't be
could.
fucked up by
It
it.
would work. It would
I
work.
wouldn't be fucked up by it.
It would work.
And you can
I
go off
agree.
because don't nobody give a fuck about Diggle Pass as long as that nigga was a mercenary at some point, killed his brother, and became his bodyguard. So only three things you got to keep from the show, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and whatever
Bro,
else you can do whatever the fuck else, as long as
bro,
he somehow shoehorned into Ollie's year one or two with Roy. I'm good.
good. Like, bro, there's so much they can cook with. Like, bro, even well, we don't have a Birds of Prey book anymore. But dog, like I could see somebody coming in and doing like a nice little Dinah story. I know Tom King just did the Black Canary mini. But dog,
I can see
imagine
I can see
hmm?
Kyle Starks doing Green Arrow too.
Oh, Calstar. Who what is he written? What that name sounds familiar.
So he did a Wild Dog Black Label series not too long ago. Cal Stark is about to take over Fantastic Four, I think. He's known for comedy books, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he did Batman Brave and the Bold. He did Peacemaker Tries Hard. He
Yeah, yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
Titans Beast World. Okay, he got he got some bangers to his name. Okay, okay.
He tends to infuse comedy into it, and I think because Ollie's a naturally a funny character, I think you could get some good chops out of Cal.
Hmm.
And like Green Arrow's one of those characters is like where there's a lot you can't change about Ollie. There's a lot that you can change about Ollie. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I wouldn't mind seeing like it'd be a dope ass Batman Green Arrow crossover story. The Court of Owls goes to war against the Red Circle or the Sixth Circle,
Oh, bro.
whatever that shit was called.
The Night Circle?
The Ninth Circle. There you go.
Oh, bro. I need that. Inject that shit in my veins.
Or they team up or something.
Inject that shit in my veins, bro.
That'd
Inject
be
that shit.
fire. And then they could play through like a bullshit Titans, like kind of bullshit reunion of the Titans that Titan team Damien put together. Him and Amico figure it out. And then
Mm.
they tell Batman and Ollie, hey, look, man, hey DC, y'all ever want me, boy? Baby, I'm here. I'm here, dog. I got y'all. I got y'all, bro. This is
Oh,
free game.
I mean, yo. Speaking of which, I am happy that there was another book we kind of ignored a little, but I just pulled it out. Yo, Arcadia.
Arcadia's the shit.
Oh my. Oh,
Arcadia's the shit. I gotta
oh,
catch up. But I read half of issue two. I got issue three waiting on me to read. But
bro,
Arcadia's that's that shit. That's,
bro. We if imagine if we got a mainline Green Arrow Batman and the Question story. Imagine, like, cause this is only 4 issues, but like, bro, imagine bro. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Taylor and Fraction do a crossover,
I ain't fucked up about that at all.
bro. Bro, people can, bro, already because people fuck with Matt Fraction. They'll buy Green Arrow if they weren't buying the Green Arrow off the strength of Fraction, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, but I need a mainline version of this because this is like that old school gritty Green Arrow. Like this, this that raw. This that if y'all not reading Green Arrow, Batman, Question Arcadia, shame on you. Like I'm about to pre-order that hardcover when it dropped.
Look, I was on Instagram last night and I got off work and I was looking at this artist. I was scouting artists and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this dude drew these like random team ups, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a team of John Constantine, Doctor Occult, old girl from Spirit World, and Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
It's a live squad. Then he had like Black Lightning, Star Sapphire, Hal Jordan, and Firestorm,
Mm-hmm.
the black one, right? Then he had Flash, Supergirl, Martian Manhunter, Mary Marvel, and then Impulse on the team. I was like, but it takes creativity for some of this shit, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why isn't there a hard traveling like heroes book and set in the same timeline as World Finest, right? Like that should be a slam dunk book. Like Urban Legend, like if there's I want to go back to that era of comics, low key. Like that was a great era of comics, but that was just a few years ago. But like all those anthologies we had that we didn't take, like we didn't enjoy or like appreciate. There were some great stories in those books like that. It seemed like a slam dunk to put like a world's finest style book for like Hal Jordan and Green Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Jeremy Adams did like a one shot. It was a hard traveling heroes one shot. Just like it was just Ollie and
Yeah.
how just fucking around. It was good. It was really good. And when I read it, I was just like, damn, I would
D-
take a run of this. I don't think people would be too upset paying a little extra to get their main hero and to get a little goodie on the side, right? I think the problem is that when you paying a little extra and it's some bullshit. It's something you don't want. It's like, for example, you know how like every so often they'll put out a book and then a couple months they'll literally chop down the main story just to give you a teaser of some book you really don't give a fuck about.
mm-hmm.
Bro, use those pages, like say for example, for Green Arrow. Cool, give me your main story, and then, bro, I'll pay the 7-8 for a little something on the side. I'll pay for that.
Because the ad you put in the book shouldn't even count towards the page count. That should be some extra shit. Like, that should be some publisher that you handle that between Diamond and you or whoever's printing your books. But outside of that, yeah, it should be a two for $7. I should get like, hey, I'm selling my book for 15, but you getting 36 pages of raw fire. And I'm an indie publisher. I ain't got no brain like that. So you're gonna have to pay what you gotta pay for this goodness, all right?
Yeah, but it's an easy slam dunk. It's an easy slam dunk. Like, so I don't know, man. I think if they play their cards right, maybe something like that can happen. And even alongside Arcadia and Tom Taylor, writing Detective, we do have the Justice League special that's coming out. I think it's like intergalactic something. So it's Ollie, Dreamer, and what
Ollie
is
in the
it?
days.
Hmm.
It's Ollie in the days.
Yeah, all in the days. So it's like we all these. It's like a ragtag one shot team, right? And I'm interested in that because we don't see Ollie in space, but it's
Not
Nicole
very
Maines.
often, yeah. Yeah.
It's not often, yeah, but like Nicole Maines is writing that, right?
And she has my respect. And that's somebody I've been looking forward to what's her next project.
Yeah.
What is
So
her next project going to be outside of this? Because she needs a title.
she does need a title.
And I'm glad, you know what? I'm so happy that she took that Suicide Squad book. And I'm so happy that book wasn't filled with anybody that was like, you know, the typical character you might think a Nicole Maines might write. She's
Mm-hmm.
actually writing other type of characters and doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's not going to get shoehorned as the writer that writes that. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy that we can trust, like the the publisher trusts her. Like, hey, go write Deathstroke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go write Intriguing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She can go in there and pick the character she wants to play.
And
I hope she does something with Milestone. Honestly,
I wouldn't be mad at, and I think she'd be a good voice for Ollie too, because I think Nicole Maines, just like a Tom Taylor, if you give them enough rope, they're gonna take it to places that you wouldn't expect them to. And I could see her taking Ollie to some places. I wouldn't be mad if she did like a little short stint on Green Arrow.
I need my dog back, bro. I was just saw somebody on the timeline talking
Mm-hmm.
about Respawn, and I was like, man,
They
they were
got rid of
talking.
him quick. Yeah,
Man, his
man.
name is Respawn, bro. He has to respawn.
That's true.
His
That's
name
true.
is like if he dies, what was the point?
I was the boy. I mean, niggas,
What was
niggas.
like like Respawn settled the whole bullshit storyline with maybe Talia cheated on Bruce with Slade and Damien's really his dad, or Slade's Damien's dad. No, Respawn is Slade's kid and is Damien's brother. So it's a oh man, we had it so good
Yeah,
with Joshua
we,
Williamson when he was on Batman. Oh,
man, listen. I mean, even then, with even on the Green Arrow side, like remember that one character he brought back for the, I think it was the first arc. What's her name? Troublemaker or some shit like that. That's another character they could bring back into the mix.
it's a lot of you can rebuild Star City, like rebuild the importance of like you could do so much shit with Ollie, bro. You could start doing some corporate shit with him, make it to where like he wants to take, you know, be serious with his company, and I want to rival Wayne Tech or Wayne Enterprises. I remember in New 52 they introduced that like he made the iPhones for the DC universe. Like Ollie got a lot of resources they could use, bro. Like if Ollie wanted to fuck some shit up, Ollie could fuck some shit up, bro.
Wait, time out. I hope Taylor touches on this. Remember in the first arc of, not even the first arc. Yeah, it was the first arc. No, it was actually after Absolute Power, into the first
Mhm.
arc of Condon. Bro, don't Batman still got smoke with him?
I mean, Batman always got smoke with him, bro.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
because I think Batman's just like, yo, I'm keeping an eye on your ass because of what you did.
I think that'll probably be touched on in Detective,
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so.
because I was gonna be in Gotham too. And yeah, and then like Bruce is tripping on the fear shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have a fight. But I ain't gonna lie, like I was watching old Brave and the Bold episodes. Man, I want to get back. I want to see young Green Arrow like in that world's finest, like that world's finest that Mark Wade does. I want to see the Green Arrow from Brave and the Bold doing swashbuckling shit with Batman in their youth, competing and doing silly shit and being rivals, right? Because as much as they want to try to make Ghostmaker his Vegeta
It's Ollie,
is Ollie. It's always
one
been Ollie.
hundred percent.
So you know what I'm saying? Ghostmaker is more like I don't know what the fuck he is, but he's not. I mean, I rock with the idea that it's his Vegeta because I'm a Batman guy first. But like, nah, it's always been Ollie. Ollie
It's
is.
and
But I
when done right, their rivalry is so good.
and Ollie's the one person that Batman or that's the that sees completely through Bruce, and Bruce is the one person that whole like if he's pissed off at Ollie, it's because he's hurt because he expects
Mm,
more out of Ollie.
yeah,
He gives Ollie a lot of shit. They fight, they bump heads a lot. They have different ideologies. They're two different type of people, two different type of billionaires at that point.
hmm,
But the respect level that he has for Oliver Queen is as high as Dick Grayson and Clark Kent.
yep.
And it's like I think for him to make the choices that he made and just the normal self-destructive shit that he has done. If Bruce would have been alive or on in present time during the cry for justice, oh my god, the ass whooping Bruce would have laid
Bro,
because
bro.
he wouldn't have got away. He wouldn't have got away when Hal, Dinah, and Barry went to go confront him. He wouldn't have got away
Mm-mm.
because he ain't falling for no electricity quiver shit
No.
that Barry fell for. He would
Mm-mm.
have beat the brakes off Ollie and dragged his ass back to the fucking watchtower. Like, fuck is wrong with you, bro? But I ain't gonna lie. I think with the way Ollie was on, Ollie might have,
Bruce would have suffered some damage before he got taken. There's so much there that they can play with, dog.
especially if everything's still on the table, which means they had to rebuild Star City, which means that
Yeah.
forest is still there, or should be
I
maybe,
mean, everything
hopefully.
canon now. Everything canon.
So that forest should be still outside of Star City. You could rebuild it. It should be. You know how many villains should come out of the fact that he let the city blow up?
Bro, bro.
Prometheus should be built back up. 'Cause his three best villains: Prometheus,
Prometheus, Merlin.
Merlin, uh,
I I can make a strong
Scarlet
when
Archer.
I think
Scarlet
it's a
Archer.
toss up between Archer and Brick because I think Brick, if you do him correctly, he he could be like Blockbuster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then again, all Blockbuster is Kingpin with tombstones with tombstones.
yeah. It's bro, it's there. It's there, bro. Like all the pieces are there.
You
Like
gotta have time. That's all that shit is.
that's it. And I guess what Taylor on a Green Arrow, that's at least, bro. That's a 50 to 100 issue arc.
Hmm.
Easy. And then if Taylor wants to pass the baton like the way he did, I don't know if he passed it to Dan Waters, but like Dan Waters is holding his own.
Hmm.
So I think that's how you pass the baton. Like, all right, cool. Let me get up on here. Let me dedicate like 2-3 years to this character. Let me really prop him up. And then when you have your new Condon, like the guy, who's up and coming, or the guy who he's already in a couple books, so he's getting his name out there. So then you put him on a book like Green Arrow after Taylor. I think what happened with Condon won't happen again. That's the best way to do it. The fact that we're still here in 2025 or 2026, where Green Arrow no longer has a book and is
I think
kind
we'll
of
know more on the
hmm?
direction of Green Arrow. We'll know more about where Ollie's going after we see the first couple issues of Absolute Green Arrow. Because
Hmm?
depending upon how that lands, it could spark new ideals. Because that's the issue. The issue is not only the real estate these writers get, right, and the
Hmm?
editorial staff gets. It's it's the same stories, right? Like we said it before. Like we tell the same five stories, bro. Like that's why Condon's run is refreshing because it was a
Yeah.
villain that nobody thought was going to be the villain. That's
Hmm.
why Percy's run was so good because it was the
Yeah.
ninth circle. Because it
Hmm.
was That's why the Outsider War was good because it was people we've never seen before, and it was redesigned versions of characters that we did know, so we didn't know
Hmm.
what to expect. So, yeah, I would love to see Ollie come back to Star City, and Star City is divided up into like it's almost as bad as Gotham. And now we can make more jokes about Green Arrow jocking Batman. You know what I'm saying? We can
Hmm.
get back to the good old days, right? And
I mean,
then
bro, he was gone for like what? How long was the first 12 issues of Williamson's run? He wasn't even in the main timeline. Bro, Star City should be a fucking mess. That's easily ground zero for something interesting right there. You have it split apart by gangs, you have it split apart by, I don't know, this corporation or that corporation. Like it's it's too easy for them not to do it. And you don't have to make the story complicated. But I do agree that I think Absolute Green Arrow will be that could be like the Kickstarter. That could be like the juice because even that premise is good. Like we know Ollie is dead, but you have somebody running around calling themselves what? The Is it the Longbow Hunter? I think his name is. So yeah, you got somebody running around calling himself the Longbow Hunter, and then now you have Dinah who's trying to investigate who that is. That's fresh. That's new. Depending on like how well it sells, and depending on like how well Green Arrow is like circulating in the streets, I could see DC be like, yo, we might need to start getting some pitches ready for another Green Arrow book. Overall, to close, Condon's Green Arrow is one I'm probably gonna go back to. I think give it like a good couple years, people are gonna go back and look at this run and be like, yo, we should have given this a proper go. We really should have supported this when it was around. And I hope ideally Condon could come back and at that point, hopefully Condon will have some good Marvel books under his name because what he's doing with Ultimate Reborn, which I'm kind of iffy on, but I don't know. Let's just say he gets a couple more books that are really good, and he's no longer exclusive to Marvel. I could see him coming back and doing like a little mini series. if not a full blown ongoing. But yeah, man. But overall, I do appreciate the time that we had with him. I think this is somebody who loves Green Arrow. This is somebody who did his homework, and yeah, man, he needed Green Arrow needed that love. And you know, I remember me, you, and AJ. We said, yo, once Williamson is done, or whatever iteration of this Green Arrow is, we need back to basics Ollie, and he gave us that. He gave us that, so I'm gonna be thankful for that. So yeah, man. Again, Condon, thank you, and we'll see what is next when it comes to Taylor, and we'll see what it's next. We'll see what's next when it comes to Arcadia. Again, make sure y'all go, please, please, please go pick that up. But yeah, man, I'm happy to see that Ollie isn't 100% gone.